Hey guys, I'm Matt, and welcome to another episode of The Music That Made Me. Essentially, we're taking a stroll down memory lane, a journey through my life's soundtrack. The music that made me who I am, that helped make me who I am. And on today's episode, it's a very special episode. Like I did with Rancid and Out Come the Wolves being my favorite album. We're going to listen to My Last Serenade by Killswitch Engage off of their album from 2002, Alive or Just Breathing. This is my favorite metal album. So we've done my favorite country album in Foundation by the Zac Brown Band. We've done my favorite album, period, but rock album, punk album, Rancid and Out Come the Wolves. This is my favorite metal album. One of my favorite albums, period. Like my Desert Island, I always like to ask people, like, if you could have 5 albums that you're going to take with you on a desert island, what would they be? And some people will just name, but you have to be very strategic with it because it's 5 albums forever. No greatest hits, no nothing. 5 studio released albums. So you have to be very, very, like I said, you have to be strategic with it because you want different genres and you want things that aren't going to get old. Because you're talking years of listening to the same 5 albums, which I think I could actually do. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I've already recorded a song from all 5 of my Desert Island albums. Have I? Because my Desert Island albums are Rancid and Out Come the Wolves, Alive or Just Breathing from Killswitch Engage, the Uncharted 4 soundtrack. So I have movie soundtrack, movie video game orchestral soundtrack, metal album, metalcore album, punk album, Foundation by Zac Brown, my country album. And then my 5th album, I tell people Handmade Cities from Pliny is one of my go-to albums because it is an instrumental and it does have it breaks boundaries with genres. The 5th album in my Desert Island albums is a tough one because that sometimes rotates in and out based on what I like. But yeah, I've done a song. This is the 5th song of my 5 Desert Island albums. That's funny. I didn't even think about that. There you go. That proves that they're 5 of my favorite albums. If I've done, what is this, episode 7, and 5 of them are from my 5 favorite albums. There we go. So it's all downhill from here now. It's all downhill from here. But this album came out in 2002. It was the very first time I had ever been exposed to metalcore. And metalcore is a mixture of growling, vocals and clean vocals. Is kind of like the roundabout. And you have, metal, but you have like some hardcore riffs, but you have some really cool chording, like chords, like wee woo chords. I'm not a guitarist. I'm terrible with stuff like that. But you know what? How about I just show you, and we'll go from there instead of me. I have a song to play, right? Why keep talking about it? Let's get into it. Love the way this song starts. It's so epic. And this was a huge influence on modern day metalcore bands. Most bands will tell you early Killswitch Engage was a massive influence on them. They were like one of the first of this genre to be like headliners. "23 years later, still sounds amazing." Turn it up a little. There's 4 on the floor. 3, 4, 2. It's so simple, but it's so good. And now we're going to get some two-step action, some energy. boards I'm talking about. Very common with metalcore, especially Killswitch. So let it go. Oh, so awesome. Tempo change. All right, stop it there. We're halfway through the awesomeness of my last Serenade. Okay. Bring it in. I can feel like my blood pressure soaring right now. My heart rate is skyrocketed. All right. Lead singer Jesse Leach is the original vocalist of Killswitch Engage. He did an EP before this. Well, I guess it was a full album. It was like 8 or 9 songs. And then he did Alive or Just Breathing. Then he had some personal trouble and left the band. And then Howard Jones stepped in. Howard Jones was from a band called Blood Has Been Shed, which is so funny that I was listening to them before he was the singer of Killswitch. But then he came in and took over for Jesse and kind of became the face of the band, even though to me, Jesse was always the singer of Killswitch. Howard is amazing. He's so good. But I've always been on Team Jesse. And the metalcore Killswitch fans, it's Team Jesse, Team Howard. Because Howard had the most commercial success with them. And then, but Jesse is like the OG. So for me, it's just, I prefer Jesse just because I love this album so much. It's such a great album. So of course I'm going to pick Jesse. And now Howard actually left the band. What is it? It's going on like 6-ish years ago, 7 years. Is that 7 years ago? It might be even longer now that I'm thinking about it, because Killswitch has 4 or 5 albums now with Jesse is back in the band. So yeah, I mean, what was cool is they actually tried out singers to take over for Howard, and Jesse actually tried out. They didn't just say, "Hey Jesse, you're the singer." He actually had to try out. Now, did he have a leg up? Probably, because he was still friends with all these guys. Most of the original members of Killswitch Engage are still in the band. Actually, I think all of them are still in the band except the drummer. And the drummer's been in the band for a decade and a half. So, I mean, this is a very, very tight group. But Jesse, with those rough vocals and then with those cleans are beautiful. He's such a good singer. And like I said, the two-stepping into this, that and basically kind of uplifting angelic chorus it's so good. I absolutely love it. And that is a normal thing for Killswitch. Killswitch has a lot of those clean vocals in them. Some songs they don't have them in there, but most of them they do. And the choruses are usually pretty awesome. So, all right, go back 5. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's because I did the volume. Actually, we'll go back 10, and then we'll lead in, because it's going to get into some chugging. Those harmonies are done by Adam. They're lead guitars, who's also a legendary producer in the metal scene. And actually, Adam, the lead guitarist, is the original drummer. He moved to guitar when they found a better drummer, or another drummer. Back to 4 on the floor. Another pre-chorus 2-step. Still sounds so good. Again, all these bands. Adam's actually a very good singer. You'll hear him on more tracks later as the band progresses. I love metalcore. Metalcore just has that mixture of everything you need. It's just brutal enough to get that get that energy going, to get that heart rate up. But then you get these like really beautiful moments with these clean vocals and these big choruses. It's a great entry, like I was saying with Zach Brown. Zach Brown being a really great entry into country for a lot of people because they are just that little bit chill. They're not as twangy. Like metalcore bands like this, specifically Killswitch. I think Killswitch is probably the best. Is a really great like entry into the metal scene because they do have a lot of everything. There's some songs where there's no rough vocals, so but. And what's so funny is I've been listening to this band since this album came out. I remember this is another great memory. Is I actually remember buying this album with money that I had saved up because I was in high school. I was in 11th grade, and I remembered buying this album when it came out because My Last Serenade I think was the first single off this album. You had Fixation of the Darkness, which was another big single for them. I think My Last Serenade, there's a music video for it. I don't like watching music videos while I do these reactions because I like focusing on the actual audio, on the music. The videos, I can get sidetracked with my thought process because I'm just like now watching a movie and I'm not going to talk. So unless the music video is like super cool, I'd rather have like artwork up. But anyways, I remember buying Alive or Just Breathing and showing it to my mom. She had no idea what I was buying. And I played, I don't know if I played My Last Serenade first. I think I just played the album from the beginning. And she was just like shaking her head like, really? I think I actually bought this album and I bought Figure 4. I can't remember the name of that album. State of Mind. I think, is that the name? There's a song called State of Mind off the album. Is that the name of the album? I don't know. But Figure 4. I think I bought the two of them together now that I'm thinking about it. They came out the same year. I don't know. I don't know why I'm asking you guys. But that's another band I will check out later. But yeah, this is Killswitch Engage, My Last Serenade. This was my entry into metal for the most part. Metalcore, really. I did listen to some metal, like, your classic metal. But as far as like more modern style metal, Killswitch was kind of it for me. That was where I was just like, holy crap. The heavy stuff can be really cool and catchy and almost like mainstream in a way. Where, your Cannibal Corpse, your Slayer, like you get into some of your other like darker metal subgenres. Your black metal, your death metal, your tech metal, like Beneath the Massacre. You get into bands like that. And it's a little niche-y where it's you have to be very particular. But this is a very broad kind of band where there's a lot of people I know that listen to this band that aren't necessarily like metalheads. So, but again, tell me what you guys think of this song, or if you're just a big Killswitch fan like I am. The new stuff I absolutely love. Atonement is my second favorite Killswitch. The Atonement album with the lion on the front. Oh my! It is such a great album. Really, a lot of the newer albums I like a lot. Like I said, with Jesse back in the band, the B-Sides album that they did, a B-Sides for Charity, I think they did. That's a great album. So I don't think Killswitch just had a bad album. It's just, again, I'm on Team Jesse versus Team Howard. But anywho. Appreciate you guys. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, tell your friends, and if you have any questions, again, hit me up in the comments or go to mattjamesauthor.com. You can shoot me an email too at matt@mattjamesauthor.com. Also, you can sign up for my newsletter on my website. and get early access to some news on my author stuff, on my book stuff. But we'll see you next time on The Music That Made Me, right here on YouTube. Thanks.